Welcome back to Laker Nation. We are here, Mr. Lundberg, Miss Olson, and Mr. Sterner. Woo! We are here, Laker Nation, to do... we are going to make paper airplanes. Today we're going to make paper airplanes, and we're going to learn games to play with them. And you can check this out at our YouTube channel, Lakeview Brain Break, and also John Sterner. Woo! So here we go. Art and PE working together. All right, so first thing we're going to do is we've got plenty of airplanes out here in front. I have taken used pieces of paper, so if you have any paper at home that you can use, this is what works great for this. You may also want a scissors. You may also want some tape. I also have markers, I have oil pastels, and I have crayons in the French vernacular. Huh? So today we are going to make a simple airplane. It is going to be done in 3 different ways probably because we are 3 different people. So first thing I'm going to do is take my sheet of paper. I am going to fold it. I'm going to fold it in half. Is this hamburger or cheeseburger or hot dog? Hot dog. So I'm going to fold it hot dog. In art we would say we're folding it landscape. So I'm going to fold it across. I fold it in half. Make sure that my crease is as close as possible. I should have a letter V when I've got to this fold. Now, this is where Mr. Lundberg and I do it differently. Mr. Lundberg will leave it like this. I open it up. So what we're going to watch here is we make the same fold, we just do it differently. Now, before we go any further, you could take your crayons now or your oil pastels and you could color it already. So what I'm demonstrating here is just putting on a simple layer of color, and that simple layer of color, and then I could draw pictures, do whatever I want to it, but I have to do both sides. So then I get something on there, and then that's the easiest way to color it. But then some people like to wait until they're done folding and color it then. So I'm going to take it. I'm going to open mine up. Mr. Lundberg leaves his folded. We're going to pull the top left corner till it meets the line, the folded line. When it meets the folded line, we're then going to take our finger and make a, well, this is what you call in the library world as a dog ear. So if you do this to mark your page in your book to say where you're at, that's how you make a dog ear. Now, Mr. Lundberg, he's going to keep folding on the dog ear side. I am as well, but I'm going to fold the other dog ear in. So I go across and I do both sides at the same time. Mr. Lundberg does one side at a time. So mine will look like a house, and his will continue to be another fold on one side where the other side isn't. I'm going to fold again. So now I'm going to take my dog ear corner here, and I'm going to fold it to the fold. Is that an oxymoron, to fold to the fold? No. Now, mine should look like this. It should be a slanted, this is a hard roof to shingle, this is an easy roof to shingle. And Mr. Lundberg's will be almost like an arrow point, and one side will be open. Now, I'm going to go to the other side. He's going to make his third fold. I don't do my third fold until the end.
Already did my third fold.
Yep. So now I'm going to go and fold this side in. I now have a very pointed roof, and then I'm going to fold it one more time. Now, some people will fold it one more time and make a third fold there. I always did just the 2 fold. So some people will go and fold this corner one more time, and it makes it smaller and tighter like this one. Now, once I'm here, I'm going to fold it back together so that I have half an airplane. This half of an airplane, or since I colored it green, it could be, oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree. But what we're going to do now is I'm going to take and fold my edge out. Mr. Lundberg now is completing his third fold on the other side, and his will start to look like an airplane once he opens it up. Mine will look like an airplane. Mine is now tightly folded. I open it up, and mine will be here. Miss Olson's is getting colored red so that we have Christmas colors and Christmas trees. The one difference is that Mr. Lundberg's has a tighter fold on the crease in here so that it becomes a little heavier in the front, so it gives it a little more weight, and it might go a little farther. Sometimes with mine, I've had to take a piece of tape and tape a penny or a paper clip inside or more paper. One thing that you could do is you could take a piece of paper and you could fold it into a triangle. And some people like to do this just to make their airplane look cooler, but they can take it and they can make a little triangle like this, and then you could put this in the back and it actually gives it a wing, a top wing, and I can't remember what that's called, but they use it for turning. Now I could take a little tape and I could tape it in place. And then once it's in place, whee! Paper airplanes! Woo! You should hit boys! Woo!
I got my Laker plane.
Oh, and this is a different one. It's a stunt plane! Woo!
All right, now that you've made your paper airplanes, you got your paper airplanes. It's good if you have two. You're going to get two shots. This is kind of like the game of cornhole. You've played that where you do your underhand beanbag toss trying to land on the board. Kind of made a modified version of that. First throw you're going to have, you're just going to take turns throwing. One person throws it a line. You can't see it. We have a line back here. We're going to throw from our line, and we got different sized buckets. Now, you can get anything. You can get a garbage can. You can get a 5-gallon pail. You can get an ice cream pail. Whatever works to get it in. If you have to, put down a hula hoop. Do something like that and put down a bigger circle. Biggest thing is you get 1 point if you do the outer spot. So if you have a hula hoop and you get another hula hoop around it, a bigger one, if you get the outer one, it's 1 point. If you hit the side of the bucket, it's 1 point. If you get it in that inner circle, that inner spot, either your hula hoop, your bucket, whatever you have, you get 2 points. All right, so it's just a little game you can play. Like I said, we have our line back here, get a set distance so everybody's throwing from the same spot. It's best if you have two. You can even have more if you want. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take turns. So if I'm going to start right here, I'm at my line, I'm going to try. If we're going for the big bucket, let's see if I can hit it. Oh, I missed the bucket. I didn't get inside, so I got 0. And now Mrs. Olson is up. Oh, she hits the bucket. She gets a point. She gets 1 point for that. Mr. Sterner's going to go.
Oh, you got 1.
Oh, hit the side of the bucket on the bottom. We're going to give him the point. So he's got 1 point for that. I'm going to go with my next one. I'm going to get ready. Oh, I missed again. Mrs. Olson is up.
Better stand corrected.
Oh, plane didn't quite make it that far. Oh, we're going to try the loop-de-loop plane.
Oh!
Oh, I came back and got him.
Would you get a point for hitting yourself?
Oh! Almost!
Yeah.
Almost!
So, nice simple game you can play. Make your paper airplanes, design them, come up with whatever designs you want on those, whatever style you want them. Look up different ways to make them. And then go ahead and see what you can do. Make it a little further, make it a little closer, vary the game a little bit, but have a great time doing it.